Minister, I, with Sinn Féin and others, will oppose the government's plans for a two-tier reopening as they are unenforceable and they are unfair. The idea that those who are unable to take or access a vaccine will not be allowed inside other than to work and to serve is just totally unacceptable. And I know for many of the small businesses that I have been talking to, I mean, they have loyal customers for 52 weeks of the year. They're going to have to say to many of those customers, no, you can't come in here, while others can. People are concerned because it sets a precedent that people simply are not comfortable with. Most people were okay with the requirements for international travel, at least within the EU. They were okay with it as we are all used to having to produce documentation when travelling, and in some cases even having vaccines in advance. Requirements for travel also took account of the unvaccinated by allowing for testing and people who have recovered from COVID. But this piece of legislation is fundamentally different. We will now have a situation where non-vaccinated will be serving the vaccinated, people having to produce medical documentation to eat and to drink. Now, we've seen Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael senators and TDs across the state come out and rightly criticise the government's decision. And to quote one Mayo Fianna Fáil senator, I believe the government have made the wrong decision to proceed with a plan to allow only fully vaccinated people back to indoor hospitality. We are splitting the people and leaving younger people behind, the very cohort that have shouldered the greatest burden to protect others. Now, that was 2 weeks ago. How can the same representatives now vote in favour of this legislation? These senators and TDs seem to think that they're in opposition in their constituencies and only in government when they come to Dublin, when they come up to vote. We want to see the highest possible take-up rate of vaccinations, and so far we've seen a really good response from the public on this. I believe a lot of that is because we have a strong sense of social responsibility. Minister, you have broken the social contract here. And I would ask you to re-look at this. We all want businesses open. We all want businesses to thrive. But we also have put forward to you the way that we can have safe reopenings. And to say that the opposition aren't presenting any solutions in terms of suggestions for infection control, for ventilation, for testing, for social distancing, all of those things. You've lost the dressing room, Minister. And it's time for you to rethink this and to listen to the opposition and to listen to people who have real concerns about this. We cannot segregate people. People cannot be segregated across this island. Thank you.